Call the Honourable Tau Henare.
Mr. Speaker, mako anō e hanga tōku nei whare. Ko ngā pau oroto e māhoi he pātete. Ko te tāhuhu e hinau. He whakatupu ki te hua o te rengarenga. Me whakapakari ki te hua o te kawariki. Sir, it is fitting today that I begin my kōrero with the vision King Tawhao left for his people. A vision that constructs the foundation from which the tribe Waikato-Tainui continues to build its capacity. Mako anō e hanga tōku nei whare, sir, means I shall build my house. Mr. Speaker, that statement, whilst simple to comprehend, is only one part of Tawhao's bequest to his people. Sir, for not only did he challenge them to build their own whare, but he said to do it from the lesser-known timbers of the forest. To comprehend his vision in its entirety, sir, one must have an understanding of the tribe's Raupatu, which inevitably has them on all roads leading directly to the steps of this Parliament House today. But first, sir, I want to digress and to acknowledge the many that have made the journey to be with us today. We have been able to accommodate here in the public gallery some very fine-looking people who have come to witness and celebrate with the people of Waikato the third reading of the Waikato-Tainui Raupatu Claims Waikato River Settlement Bill. And sir, I sense the numbers in the Grand Hall outnumber the people above us. And I also acknowledge their presence here at Parliament today, along with those who are watching through the television and listening via our iwi radio networks. I also want to digress, sir, and acknowledge here the Honourable Michael Cullen for his part in the last government for his sterling effort. The late Reiha Mahuta, and sir, my very own brother-in-law, Tuku Morgan. Sir, it is said that Tawhao held his kingship through the most turbulent era of Māori Pākehā relations. Appointed to the throne in 1863 on succession to his father Potato Te Wherowhero, 2 years into his reign, legislation was passed, sir, that provided for military settlements to be established on confiscated land. And sir, I want to pause to point out that it is no coincidence that in building their own whare, Waikato-Tainui have sited their tribal hub amidst the former military settlement that was in fact confiscated from them under the 1865 legislation. Sir, provoked by British advances to go to war, Waikato were unjustly branded as rebels, and under the 1865 legislation, they lost more than 1.2 million acres of their own land. So this act of confiscation became known to Waikato-Tainui as Raupatu. Rendered virtually landless, the economic, social and cultural impacts placed Waikato at their most vulnerable point in time. Now, sir, mine isn't a job to reiterate a history lesson as we ascend this third reading, but to emphasise the vision of Tawhao. In particular, put some context around his bequest to his people to build their own capacity, and the challenge to develop that capacity founded on their cultural vision, values strategically with innovation and the propriety required in an evolving political environment. Sir, which brings me back to where we are today, witnessing the third reading. The Bill of Waikato-Tainui, in seeking recognition of the unique relationship they have with the Waikato River, is testimony of Tawhao's vision. Sir, the Bill's acknowledgement of Te Mana o Te Awa and the recognition of Waikato-Tainui mana whakahaere is a first for this House, this country, and, sir, dare I say it, the world. So simply put, to Waikato-Tainui, the river is a living ancestor. The concept of an ancestor river, unfamiliar to Pākehā, is central to Waikato belief. So that river is a representation of the tribe's spiritual authority and power, and harbours the life force of its people. The river has its own mana, and while some may grapple with that concept, as I'm sure they do, to protect that mana is crucial to the future's health and well-being. Sir, the tribe has provided an archive of historical responsibility exempling the statements from Kaumātua and Kuia, further supporting that the river has always been a source of sustenance, healing, comfort and hope. Sir, the relationship that Waikato-Tainui has with its river is unquestionable. And so I am pleased that the Crown, our government and the opposition, through this bill, is formally recognising that unique and special relationship. Sir, I acknowledge those Kaumātua and Kuia that are here with us today. This is a celebration of their toil, and to the rangatahi, especially to the rangatahi, celebrate this relationship always and recognise the role you will play as kaitiaki. E te kingi tu heitia, me tō whānau hoki, I welcome you to share this forum with us and to take your seat in this house, in our house, the house built by Parliament and the people of New Zealand. So I look forward to the continued realisation of King Tāwhiao's vision for his people as we continue to build our house here and you continue to build your house in Tainui. Nō reira e te whare, e te kingi, e Tainui waka. Tēnā koutou, anui aroha ka nui mihi kia koutou ngā mōrehu o ngā itua, tēnā koutou katoa.